Good afternoon. Today is the 14th of July and this is the 2024 BMC Leyland show here at the British Motor Museum at Gaydon in Warwickshire. This is part 4 of a slightly shambolic shuffle around the event. I do apologise in advance if I get things wrong, if I fall over, if there is wind noise. I'm afraid it's just the way that it goes on this channel. So we'll start with this Maxi, very nice 1750 HL, 7879 registration, on the sort of borderline between the hydroelastic and hydrogas Maxis. This was the top of the range car at the time, I think. I think HLS was maybe a bit later than this. It's very, very nice. And then we've got an early Metro here, Mark 1, 1983-84 on an L. I imagine this is a 1 litre L. Very, very low in specification, although there were Metros even lower than this one, where things like passenger mirrors were optional. Next to it, we've got 2000 Mini Cooper Sport. So one of the last ones, although the Sport 500 were the very last ones. Very immaculately presented cars in this stand indeed, I must say. In fact, one of them I've driven myself. 1979 to 1980 Rover V8S, which is a 3500 with all the options put on it, which was a sort of a late pre-facelift one, although the even later pre-facelift ones had chrome mirrors. This is still on the black mirrors. And then this 1973 Rover 3.5 litre coupe, a P5B, which is owned by my friend Signor Lettore. I think he's put white wall tyres on this since I drove it in 2022. That was, I think it was 6,000 subscriber special I drove that for. Shows you actually how things have moved on, doesn't it? 1967 MG, I think this is probably 1100. Let's look at the back. Yes, I think so. Because the Mark IIs, you've got the 1.3 option as well. This is a bit before that, I think. And then the special edition, 1989 to 90, Rover 213SX. This was one of the only SD3 types that crossed over with later R8s. You actually see them appearing, I think, in the late 89, early 1990 brochure. And then a very, very early Rover 75 with the torpedo badges. This is just got 1.8K series engine in it. I think this is probably, I don't know, maybe a club or a connoisseur, I'm not exactly sure. 98, 99 registration. And then we're going to go to the next stand here. There's plenty around here, aren't there? 72, 73 MGB with luggage rack. And then the Austin Apache. Yes. I love the Austin Apache. It's like an ADO 16 but different. It's if you didn't want to introduce an Allegro, this is what you did. This has got South African plate on it there. It's in 1976. Isn't that utterly fantastic? I love the Austin Apache. It looks great. Austin A55 Mark II Cambridge between about I think they came out in 1958. And we've discontinued this at 61, 62. Oh, there we go, yeah. It's a very, very, yeah, that's wrong. A60 Cambridge built before the introduction of the A60 models. Let's have a look at the back of it. Oh, it is an A60 then, because if it rear fins, I do apologise to you, I get things wrong all the time, don't I? Constantly. Because the A55s have much more problem with fins than that. Got the Morris Oxford here, late Oxford, although they didn't finish production until 1971. I have seen one in the 72 plate actually. And then we've got a Austin Westminster, probably an 1899. Here is another A60 Cambridge. I got covered by the front end, I think. 1964, that one, two-tone paint. Gosh, it's a pickup. I don't think I've seen one of those before at all. There's the rear end of that Cambridge. Might be totally wrong about this, but I think that's like an A70 or something. Oh yes, a Riley 472. These are really rare, but they are my absolute favourite ones in the Farina range. This is 665. And yes, you get a rev counter. 4-speed manual with rev counter, excellent. That's very nice, isn't it? Fins are a bit different actually from the Cambridge, aren't they, the Oxford? You can see they are actually a little bit different for some reason. Don't know what year exactly this one is. It's got a sort of personal plate on it, hasn't it? This section is a bit confusing, but we will persevere through it. A land crab. Now the land crab is celebrating its 60th birthday this year, so we've got this very famous one here, one from the 68 London Sydney Marathon, that particular car. Another one here as well, again participating in the 68 London Sydney Marathon. 1960 Triumph Herald Coupe, the 948cc, which is the original engine for these. These are pretty rare. It's quite a sort of mixed standards, isn't it? All sorts of things are here. I think we'll go this way next. A Maestro. Probably an MG Maestro, judging by the wheels. Maestro rally car. I don't think I've seen too many Maestro rally cars. A 2-liter AFI driven by Tony Pond, fantastic. 8687 on a D. Then an MG GTS lightweight. I'm about to say it's an MGC, but I gather it's not. Interesting. I don't think I've ever seen one of these before. Look at the bulges in these rear arches. Wow. 68 Morris 1800 Mark II rally car. They really are celebrating the 60th anniversary of Land Crab in style, aren't they? Amazing. Another Land Crab here for competition. Another 68. Also participated in the Mexico World Cup Rally 1970. 1991 Metro 1.4 GTI Works Group N rally car. Excellent. Hopefully it didn't blow a head gasket whilst it was going around the rally stage. Another Vanden Plas Princess. I take it that... Is it a column change or is that an automatic? It's one of these early 3 litres, isn't it? And then another A110 Westminster 67. I think that's the final year for these because they've discontinued in favour of the Austin 3 litre. That one I think is an auto. Another Vanden Plas. 1963. Ooh, has this got... That's got... I don't know if it's a vinyl or a beige leather interior, that one. This one is sort of like a more biscuit colour. This is a 3-speed manual. Interesting, I didn't realise it's only a 3-speed manual in these. Personally, if it's only a 3-speed manual, I'd prefer to tap the automatic option, but that's just me. Another one of his A60 Cambridges. With some etched glass for security. Austin, Cambridge, I think they call them the Countryman, these ones. Quite late. The Cambridge discontinued in 69 and this is a G6869. Can't remember in these if they have the same gearbox as an MGB or not, I've forgotten now. Oh yes, here we go. Now this is an early Cambridge, this is an A55 Mark II. although it's had an MG engine put in it, so it's not the original 1.5 engine. Yeah, 1.8 engine fitted in 1982, fitted to an A60 gearbox. Electric power steering. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. They're probably not the lightest car to drive. Another one of these early Cambridge's A55 Mark IIs. You can see the fins are completely different at the back. That's 59, probably about the same, this one too. But looks like it's got a more original engine in it. It's very nice condition. LJ is an old Bournemouth plate. See, the grills are totally different, aren't they, on the earlier and later cars. This one's 68-69. This one is actually a Morris Oxford, this one. And then we go into the middle here, another Westie. Mark II, 68 approximately on an F. It's got the floor change. Sort of thing I'd like to drive myself. I think someone I know has got a Princess 4-litre R. I should probably have a go in that, shouldn't I? Right, so we had a look at those. Let's have a look at this Triumph here. PI, yeah, 2.5 PI Mark II, 1970. X-Works rally car. Amazed how many of these actually survived, considering the life that they had. Different rear lights on that one. Oh, a Maxi, early Maxi. Would be a cable change Maxi if it's on a G. Be 69 only, actually. Again, we've got this window here for some ventilation and things.
And also, if you ever want to take the battery out and charge it.
Good old E-Series in there. A couple more sort of special rally cars. Austin Healey what's it called? 106 this one. It's before the 3000. It's 106. 1958. Then an X-Works MG midget, not just any MG midget, but look at the front end of this. It's a little bit different, isn't it, from the standard ones? It looks more like an MGB. Then we've got Morris Mini Cooper S. Imagine sort of like a 64. Why have we got 3 number plates on here? And never mind. Yeah, Mark II Mini Cooper, this one. Morris Cooper with the, presume like a 997, 998cc engine. Mark I Austin Mini Cooper S, 1966. Some tuning going on there. Some Lucas spot lamps. 1962 Morris Mini Cooper 997cc. White with a black roof originally, now red with a white roof. Look at this, Austin Mini Cooper 1961. Lots and lots of competition history. X-Works, I imagine, with an RX plate. That was Abingdon Competition Department. 1966. Morris Mini Cooper S. 1965. Austin Mini Cooper S. 1996. Mini Cooper Coupe rally car. Turbo Rover Italia, left-hand drive. That's weird. It says 96 on there, 97 on there. Who knows? Oh, it's for sale. £63,000. Call 07519 639 386. As Mr. Bill from the Fuel Power Channel says, it could be yours. Mark II Mini Cooper S. 67 68 registration. 1964 Morris Mini Cooper S. Probably again ex-Abingdon Works car on the RX plate.
So you either got a hook if you're from your area.
1990-1991 Mini Cooper. 2022-2023 Mini Cooper. I think this is an F56. I think they call these. John Cooper Works Edition. That I can squeeze behind now. I'm going to go around. This looks. Yeah, this is a Mark II. It's like a sort of like Italian job spec. This. Yeah, nice 1275cc Cooper S Mark II. Still with the Austin badges. The Mark III's lost them in '69. 1966 Mark I Austin Mini Cooper S. BX Works again. 1974-1975 Mini 1275 GT. See if we got an exact year for this. Doesn't actually say. Another 1275 GT, a later one here on a T, 78-79. Sheet 79, that one. Early Mini Cooper, this one, with maybe Paddy Hopkett would have signed this one, or maybe he hasn't. Trying to fall over here, viewers, it's difficult. Right, 67 Morris Mini Cooper S. Late Mark 1 because the Mark 2s came out the same year. 1964 Austin Mini Cooper S. Abingdon plate. Southampton plate on this one actually. Austin Mini Cooper 572 BCR. Ooh, by Downton Salisbury. This one, Northern Irish plate. Who knows? I think that's a 1275 GT. Gosh, that was a long section, wasn't it? Back in nice familiar territory here, viewers, with some more R8 Rover 200 and 400s. The 200 and 400 Owners Club. 1989 to 1990 Rover 416 GSI automatic. A lot of the remaining Honda engine 1.6 R8s are automatics, presumably because you're always bought by older people. Nothing wrong with that though, I've owned 3 of them myself. Much later one here, 1995 only, Rover 214 I think this is, probably an SEI with those seats and things in it. Very, very nice condition. The 214 SEI was a very, very popular special edition, and this is one of the very last ones. We've got probably a 220 GSI Coupe, this one. Again on the sort of later end of R8 production, because you've got a driver's airbag in this one. These are very late cars, so to get them about 94 onwards. Oh, it's a 220 turbo 3-door, very rare. 2003 MG ZS 180, excellent. This is a hatchback. You could get a hatchback or a saloon. The saloon seems to be more common for some reason, but there we go. And then we've got this 1990 Rover 416 GTI. Very, very nice, with a sort of blue leather interior, which would be an option on this car, and an automatic gearbox. Just because you had a GTI doesn't mean you couldn't have an automatic. You could have an automatic or a manual. And then a couple of streetwisers. One on the right, sorry, left we can't talk about. Let's check this one on the right. can talk about this. I have driven a Streetwise actually. I drove one last year for the first time, which was interesting. It was just like driving as like a normal Rover 25 in many ways. Another R8 here, 416 GSI, automatic again, the Honda D series 1.6 engine. But be after autumn 1992, because that was when the facelift occurred for them, and the 400's got the grille first and then the 200's about a year later. Right, another R8 here, another late one. I wonder what this one is. You've got very jazzy seats in this, although it's just the front one, so it could be just like an SLI or something actually. Yeah, it's a 216 SLI just with some jazzy front seats. I think those seats are actually off a early 216 GTI. You've got a late 200 here. I don't know what specification this is. Fortunately, it's a petrol one. We've got the paisley interior in there. Then MGTD, be about 1952, judging by that replica tax disc that's there. And then a lot of Maxis, an awful lot of Maxis. Very agreeable. Maxi 2, this one, 1981. I think 81 was the very last year for the Maxi actually. Maxi 2 facelift only occurred for about a year, I think. All of them by now were 1750 cc's. Got the L version here, actually they're both L's. This one is in very nice condition, isn't it? The Mersey Maxi, registered in November 1981. Z-Bot rust protection has saved this car, and it has. It is in lovely condition, isn't it? We've got the earlier one here. The Maxi didn't really change a lot during its life, even compared this sort of 607 car with the Maxi 2. There's not that much visual difference. They didn't really update it particularly. The biggest update, apart from the looks of it, was the switch from hydrogas to hydrogas. I think it occurred in sort of 78, 79. That's just a basic 1750. As is this one, this is a little bit later. This is 77, 78 on an S. The one I drove in 2022 was an early 1750, which was lime flower over lime flower. Yes, you're right. I was right. Lime flower over lime flower. This one is again the sort of same age. This is a 1979. Needs some TLC. Call 07527 847 868. 1750 HL. So we get even more luxury. I think there was an HLS Maxi. Can't remember when those actually came in. We've got some very relaxing music coming out of this car. It's the ZTT. It's a facelifted one. So it's 2004 to 5 ZT190. It's a ZTT technically. And we've got a strut here, looks like it's been out of a baseball bat, this Metro pickup. Based on one of the early ones, 83, 84. Now this is a real rarity. The Metro vans continued until 1992, but they still have the original appearance of the A-Series cars. So the Rover Metro came out in 1990. This is a 91 or 92 Metro City, and they still had the A-Series engine, still had the original front end and the body shell with the vans. They just kept going. Extremely early MG Metro, this one. This I think is one of the very first. It's a 1982. Registered, I think, probably somewhere down in Bournemouth, Southampton, and I'm afraid it's had rather a bad coolant leak today, which is a shame. So after 1987, the Austin badge was removed from the car, so it's just called a Metro. It's just a Metro City. 89 on an F. This one I have driven an 87 one of these, which is a 5-door. They're very charming actually. They're basic little things, but they are very charming indeed. By contrast, here we've got a Rover 100 Escort SE, probably a 111 or 114. Quite late actually, 97, 98. The production of these finished in December 1997. Oh gosh, I've been caught out again. Dear me, viewers, we better continue. Excuse me. Right, MG Metro. G7 and BWC 1990, this one. There are some very small subtle changes with these very late MG Metros. I can't remember what they are now. The one I drove, which was in 2022, was also a black 1300, but it was with alloy wheels, similar age to that. And then we've got this lovely car, which is a 1983 Metro HLE with MG Metro wheels. Chap who owns this is called Neil, and it is absolutely immaculate, this car. It's beautiful. Another Metro City, showing this sort of different front ends from the higher and then the lower spec cars all the way through. But Austin badge should not be on this car, actually, it's too late for that. So sort of 88, 89 on an F Metro City. And then here is the Rover 114 GSI that I drove earlier this year. It's owned by Stuart, who's around here somewhere, probably. Yeah, very nice car. I've been in the family since new that was in 1998. Then we have this basic Rover Metro. So hydrogen gas has been pumped up quite considerably in this one for some reason. Do we actually have a glove box in this? It's only a 4-speed. It might be a 1.1C this.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's a Quest Special Edition, okay. Sort of similar to 1.1C but a little bit different. And then City X, Mark 1, 83, 84 on an A. I've owned this Metro from new for more than 40 years. That's crazy. Another late MG Metro, 8990. Very, very similar specification to the one my godfather had. He had one exactly the same as this. It's beautiful. Red seat belts, of course. And then a Vanden Plas. Now, it depends on whether or not this is a manual auto. Some are called the 1.5, some with 1.7. This is actually a Mark III Vanden Plas, based on the Allegro, but not badged as an Allegro. And that is it's rather nice. It's very, very rare to see a Mark III one of these. Normally, the ones you see are Mark IIs, which is like one I drove, but it's 76. This sort of 1980 or possibly 1981, but production of these finished in 1980. And it's really rather nice. Actually quite nice car to drive. I really enjoyed the one I had a go in last year. I was like, no, sorry, it wasn't even last year, it was this year. 1970 to 1971 Wolseley 1300. I presume this is like a sort of general area here because everything seems mixed in together. 1980, 1981 Mini. Not a Cooper, they weren't in production at that time. Then 1993, 1994 Cooper. That is one you can get prime can for something. Mark II MG Metro, 1986, 1987 on a D. Ooh, 1982, 1983 Metro Vanden Plas, early Vanden Plas. I have actually driven one of these. This is an automatic. The one I drove was a manual, and it had been tuned to about 85 horsepower. It was fun. That same colour as this. Really quite nice cars, the Vanden Plas. I prefer the later ones to the earlier ones like this, but nevertheless quite good. 1997, 1998 Rover 100. This is probably one of the special edition ones, isn't it? It's not particularly well equipped, these, and overall the GSIs weren't bad, but most of them were quite basic actually. This is an Ascot special edition. 1983, 1984 Mark I MG Metro. 1983, 1984 Mark I MG Metro with some driving lamps in there. 2005 MG ZR. I think the engine's been modified a bit in that it shouldn't have that Rover cover on it. Project Ronnie. I think I've heard of Project Ronnie actually. Ooh, look at this. Rover 2200 SC. is it 2,200? I never know. This one, it's relatively late, 174.75 on an N. And then we've got a 3,500 here. Not exactly sure what year that is because it's got a personal plate on it. Oh, this one's for sale. Okay. Never welded. 34,000 miles. 7,250. Call Paul 07402 830875. Excellent. Can't remember what colour that is now. Is that Harvest Gold or is it something else? Then we've got another 3,500 here. 7172 on a K.
And then
Looks very original straight, that one actually. A couple more MGBs. Actually, just one MGB. That one's for sale as well. 72 MGB Roadster. Call James on 07980749120. Is that a private plate or is that not? Maybe it is. An AC Cobra was just turned up. Is this a real one? I mean, it might be. You know, these too many real ones. I suppose it could be. It looks very, very sort of straight. Apart from the fact we've got digital reader in there, so maybe that's not a real one then. It's very rare to see an actual real one at a show. 1969 to 70. Jaguar E-Type Series 2 4.2 left-hand drive, maybe imported from America. This one's an automatic, which is interesting. I have a feeling this is Simon from the Smashing Pistons channel's car. He's trying to make a Rover 200 as if Rover made one. There we go, and he's put BRM bits in this as well. And we've got interesting sort of work in progress with different coloured dash from the door cards and things. I think that's sort of 96, 90, 97 if it's a P. HHR Rover 400. So it's 414i. It's a 1998. This chap's really had it a very, very long time. Nice colour that. And then a Honda Concerto. Now these are rare, properly rare. They're the Honda version of a Rover 200. Very, very similar in many ways, but some differences. Much, much rarer in this country. Built at Longbridge. It's a 1991. It's an EX. Oh, it's the 1.6 Honda D series, like in the 216 GSI and things like that. Excellent. Can't talk about the streetwise. Let's move on to this MGZR, shall we, viewers?
I
don't know what specification that one is, I'm afraid. Rover 25 with some streetwise roof bars on it and other sort of differences. That's interesting. I think it's been lowered as well. So just going. Oh yeah, it's all sort of different bits on that. Yeah, your guess is as good as mine as to what can do that sort of life as. And then we have a 2004 Rover 25 with some nice chrome mirrors on it. I think they were later. This one is a step speed, probably a 1.8 I think by that stage. And then we will end with this very, very lovely early Rover 214 GSI. This is one of the press launch fleet from 1989. Optional leather interior of a 95 brake horsepower K series. Very, very nice. Anyway, that is it for part 4 of a slightly shambolic shuffle around the 2024 BMC and Leyland show. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, leave a comment below, and we shall see you again soon, very shortly, for some more incorrect information.